ladies and gentlemen, mga kapwa kong Pilipino, it's time for the main event of the evening! The best of 7 series ng Grand Finals ng M2 Mobile Legends Bang Bang World Championship, Burmese Ghouls versus Bren Esports. Let's go into a quick video.
Dawn of the day, I hear you call. Facing a challenge, far, far away. Thrill of the fight as we fight to survive. For honor and glory, strong as a knight. Nothing can break us down. We will all wear a crown. We are unstoppable. Wear pride like armor and shield. We are unbreakable. We're all invincible. Now we'll take on the world. We can fight, fight for our life. When the world collapses all around us, fight like a knight. Join the fight, fight for our pride. Never wrong to strive for what you believe in is right. Zero to hero, immortal hero. Another day is dawning again. Forget our troubles, we're standing the pain. Some others are gone, but spirits remain. We're fighting the names while victory awaits. We're invincible, let's take on the world. Fight, fight for our life. When the world collapses all around us, fight like a knight. Join the fight, fight for our pride. Never wrong to strive for what you believe in is right. Immortal hero, immortal hero. Immortal hero, immortal hero, immortal hero. We're all invincible. Winning is inviolable. We can fight, fight for our life. When the world collapses all around us, fight like a knight. Join the fight, fight for our pride. Never wrong to strive for what you believe in is right. Zero to hero, immortal hero. Zero to hero,
Esports! Ang representatives ng Pilipinas, Flap TZ, Lusty, Few, Ribo, Carl TZ, EJ, and Coco. Nakita na natin ang mga teams na maglalaban dito sa Grand Finals ng M2. And tapos na ang countdown timer natin at makikita na natin ang unang draft for game number 1 M2 Mobile Legends Bang Bang World Championship. Kung saan man kayo Pilipinas, mag-ingay na at ipakita nyo ang suporta para sa Bren Esports.
Alright, here we are on the drafting phase, Reptar. So, we've been talking about, in terms of the heroes ng Burmese Ghoul, yun nga, naging successful sa kanila whenever they have the Diggy on their lineup, even having D using the Yuzhong. Ayun na nga, called it out. As we've mentioned din kanina, Coach Ducky already, kumbaga, ano niya nahimay niya na. Ito yung naging problema natin. wag na nating pahirapan pa ang ating mga sarili, ban it out. Ang dami rin kasi talagang naka-cancel ng isang digi. Even with the RRQ, yung hindi nila fully utilize yung kanilang Sylvana. Ang daming mga AOE and crowd controls na kina-cancel nitong digi na even na kahit patay siya, nagkakaroon pa rin talaga siya ng ng ambag sa team in terms of vision. Tapos ang spell pa na ginagamit ng digi ng Burmese Ghoul is Aegis.
Yeah, and with that, Bren Esports and Burmese Ghouls, pwede natin sabihin that sila yung dalawang teams na to na actually very similar yung mga playstyle nila. They want to draft in a way that pwede may chance na pwede mabilis mag-snowball in the early, and that's why the digi na nilabas ng Burmese Ghouls noong unang laban ng upper bracket 2 days ago was actually a notice para sa Bren Esports at para sa lahat ng teams dito sa M2 na if all of us want to do this strategy, merong isang pick na hindi nyo pwede ipalabas dito kasi yung pick na yun is a counter to that strategy. Yung mga combinations with a pick-off and a support, and the digi is banned, and Burmese Ghouls, alam na alam nila, nire-respeto nila yung dragon ng Pilipinas dito, si Flap TZ, the Yuzong, has been taken by Burmese Ghouls.
And not only that, ito rin yung naging formula ng ng Burmese Ghoul nung nanalo sila against Bren Esports. Yung kung makaalala nyo yung upper bracket match, that was using the Yuzong twice in a row. Pero kasi yun yung time na meron ding digi dito ang Burmese Ghoul. Now, what's gonna be open for Bren Esports? They have the choice here to be able to take the Sylvana since tinanggal na naman Basha. We've seen this by Flap TC na ginagamit sa side lane, but Matilda.
Yeah, as well.
Kung maiisip mo to, no, Reptar, yung Matilda ng Bren Esports actually acts on actually being played by by Few and as well with Lusty. So up until now, hindi pa rin natin nakikita yung complete strategy ng Bren Esports.
Yeah, because that Matilda can be put into two players' hands, as you said, at dalawang position. And of course, a comfort here for Bren Esports. Sylvana and Isan Shin, again, picks that Bren Esports ginagamit nila, but this is as well very typical Burmese Ghouls line na pare Kasi yung Sylvana na yan, pupunta yan kay Maybe, they're gonna go look for the pick-off. They want to get the early kills para mas mabilis dito mag-farm si Ace on the Isan Shin. Pero Bren Esports, I won't be surprised if they'll pick the Claude early. And yun na nga, kakasabi ko lang, pinili nila yung Claude. And again, going back to the Yuzong and Baksha pick from earlier, I like it kasi nagagawa na ni Flap yung gusto niyang gawin in the XP lane, which is to rotate fast. Mapapabilis siya sa level 4, and the next thing you know, sa all team fights na makita natin with Bren Esports, andun lang si Flap TZ nag-zone out ng backline.
Oo, yun din yung pinaka-reliable na talaga kay Flap TC is that even on the side lane, hindi siya yung parang naka-steady lang sa mismong lane niya. Whenever he actually clears the wave, even winning the lane himself dahil mas malakas naman talaga ang poke ng isang Basha, kadalasan may kita mo siya after the clearing the wave, gugulong na siya papunta sa mid, gugulong na siya papunta doon sa may top lane, or rather is kung nasaan mismo yung turtle. But I really like the pick here on the Claude kasi nagiging na rin to for the side of Burmese Ghoul na binabana nila ng hero dito si Carl TZ. But somehow here on Burmese Ghoul, you can see on their lineup, ganito rin yung nila nung nawala yung kanilang digi sa strategy nila is that they tend to build a draft that really works during the early game. The player to watch out talaga dito most of the time, it's actually Kid and even Maybe kasi sila yung dalawang kasi si Ruby Didi saka si D yan yan yung mga fighters who stay natin sila yung mga dalawang talagang naka-steady lang sa side lane, pero kasi itong galaw ng Burmese Ghoul laging nagre-rely sa mismong farm, sa mismong kung ano yung magiging kahihinatan dito ni Ace. And yeah, I may say Burmese Ghoul, they are on their comfortable picks as well.
And Bren Esports sabi nila, okay, masyado na yung comfort picks na yan. So tatanggalin namin yung Lunox na minsan ginagamit dito ni Kid. And I like na binanaw din ng Bren Esports yung Hilda kasi historically, balikan natin yung laro ng Omega earlier in M2 na meron silang isang lineup na merong Claude na sobrang nahirapan talaga against a Hilda pick kasi sobrang nanggugulo yan ng farm niya. So I like the drafting so far by Bren Esports. Medyo nakikita natin yung shades ng mga drafts nila laban dun sa RK Hoshi. Hindi nga ako masusurpresa dito kung mabibigay nila ang Alice ni Rebo. Just pick it up right away para mapaisip ang Burmese Ghouls na ano pa kaya pwede piliin dito ng Bren for the last pick, making their last two picks sobrang crucial.
Yeah. I really like what you've said, no? Na yun nga talaga, the Alice could be working. Ayan na nga, you called it out, Reptar. Read it correctly. Ito na nga yung Alice dito ni Rebo. So far, we're looking on kung ano ba yung magiging pinaka-tank, or rather, baka nga hindi pa nga tank eh. Parang ini-expect din ng Burmese Ghoul na itong Matilda na to will be used by Lusty eh. Kasi ang ban nila is Kaja and as well with Farsa. Now, what is lacking here on the side of the Burmese Ghoul? Ito kasi no, itong Jawhead na to, ito yung parang the Burmese Ghoul recipe na ginagamit ni Ruby Didi on the side lane.
And at the same time, there's a lot of pick-off here for Burmese Ghouls. Potentially din, baka pwede ka laruin ni Kid in the middle lane gamit yung Sylvana. Pero Harris, double mage setup here para sa Burmese Ghouls. Pupunta ata yan sa... Actually, ang flex ng tatlo na yan eh. Kasi pwede mo ilagay sa mid lane yung Harris. Pwede mo rin siya ilagay dito sa gold lane. Bren Esports could be lacking another... Meron na silang XP laner. They already have Claude. Unless mag-iibang jungle dito si Carl Tizzy. Pero historically, yung Claude yung napupunta sa jungle. Hindi masyado nag-marksman sa side lane. Bren Esports here could decide to go for...
Atlas.
Ito yung counter nila sa Sylvana, jump, yung pick-off jump in.
Whenever he actually use your Imperial Justice, pwede mong sabayan kagad since papasok din naman sila doon. Might as well use the Fatal Links. Pero most likely itong Jawhead na to as gonna be as a tank on the roll. At si Kid, yan yung magiging Sylvana na na mid, which is the mage damage yung magiging build niya dito. And so far, mga kaibigan, really liking the draft of both of the teams. They have their own winning condition. Heavily rely ang early game dito ng Burmese Ghoul, but it's up for the Team Philippines to be able to hold and halt dito yung progression ng Myanmar squad.
Game number 1 in a best-of-7 grand finals. Once again, it's Burmese Ghouls laban sa Bren Esports. And excited ako sa Atlas pick kasi nung unang beses na nilabas ng Bren Esports yung Atlas ni Lusty, sobrang gumana para sa kanila because of the counter-engage na pinoprovide dito ng Atlas with the Fatal Links na pag pumasok dito si Jawhead, pag pumasok dito si Sylvana, ikakadaya ng ginto lang yan. Kasi babato, tapos makuwambo-combo dito ng Bren Esports. It's the Grand Finals! Rob Tizzy, game number 1.
And I like yung setup dito ng Atlas since Ruby Didi is the only one na meron ditong Purify, so that's gonna be pwede nating sabihin an easy fit para sa isang Fatal Links dito ni Lusty. And I may say, ang unang susuntok talaga dito, Reptar, is gonna be the Burmese Ghoul. Kung makikita mo dito, maybe already trying to invade here the purple buff ni Carl Tizzy.
Yeah, and I'm actually happy na hindi na rarely makita natin ng Sylvana pagpili ng isang Purify. But then because of the lineup na kalaban niya dito, Purify would have been a good skill for him. So masaya ako na wala siyang flicker. Pero Flap TZ and Few, makakakombo dito si Maybe pero hindi na siya magpipitas. Makakatakas pa siya. Kid, nakatulong naman siya. So Bren Esports still trying to get control in the mid lane and trying to get control of the waves.
Doon mo makikita yung yung effectiveness ng isang basha, no? Kumbaga, ang bilis ng responde. Nakita niya na Maybe was trying to invade, then ginaw nila kagad just by rolling in, papasok doon. Parang nagiging 4v1 na kagad yung laban doon kasi nagkakasama-sama. Parang they're just leaving Rebo out on the early stages of the game, and that's how good yung pick ng basha dito. Not only yung the one purpose ng pang-cancel ng mga regeneration katulad nitong kay B.
Yeah, and Flap TZ shouldn't have that much of a problem kalabanin nitong Yuzong sa lane niya, pero dapat hindi siya masyado mag-over-rotate kasi may iwan yung mga minion waves dito. And as we see kanina, medyo nasa level deficit nga dito si Baksha ni Flap TZ. Pero of course, kilala na natin si Flap. Makaka-recover yan. Hindi yan malaking problema para sa Bren Esports.
We've seen him play. Pero gusto ko talaga yung mga ikot dito ng Bren Esports. Pero so far, in terms of the gold, dikit pa rin naman to. Mukhang magkakaroon tayo ng first skirmish natin once the first turtle is already up. It's just right now. And I may say, libre ang farm pa rito ni Carl TC.
Few and Flap pumunta sa bottom lane. And gusto ko yung rotation na to galing kay Few kasi yun nga, nakabawi na tuloy. Dito si Flap TZ dun sa wave control in the bottom lane. Alamata ng Burmese Ghouls. And para alam nyo rin, sobrang importante dito ang pag-rotate ng Bren Esports, which we might see the first big clash of the game as the turtle get started out by Bren Esports. Si Flat TZ kumulong na pero na-force out na nga yung Black Dragon form dito. So hindi masyado makaka-disrupt si D kung gusto pumasok ni Carl TZ. Pero sa likod si Carl TZ ang mahuhuli yata. First blood mapupunta sa Burmese Ghouls pero okay lang yan. Nakita na natin to dati na kaya pa naman makaka-recover ang Bren Esports. Walang imposible, walang duda. Pero si Flap TZ naman ang ata mahuhuli dito ng Burmese. Makatakas ba siya? Good save by Few gamit ang kanyang second skill.
Yes, the guiding wind ngayon, Reptar, and we can only say na that was commendable as well para sa Burmese Ghoul. Ang ganda ng pag-zone out doon nung Dragon ni D. That's one of the reasons kung bakit hindi nakatulong yung si Flat TZ doon sa may purple buff ni Carl TZ. And yung huli doon sa may Imperial Justice was just right on cue. And that's all because si Maybe is providing vision doon sa may buff na yun. And unfortunately, it was Carl yung na-pick off and a turtle was secured by the Burmese squad. Pero eto na lang yan dito, Reptar. In terms of winning condition, alam natin that Burmese Ghoul, they are gonna be, alam natin sila yung susuntok. Sila yung malakas talaga on the early game. As per Bren Esports, this is a very scaling type of lineup and we all know na once Carl TZ hits its power spike, na yung sumakit na yung kanyang blazing duet and Rebo got enough orbs to sustain dito yung mga members ng Burmese Ghoul. I may say, we could be able to win from there.
Maaga pa naman eh. Pang late game tayo guys, pero hindi naman sa sobrang kailangan natin maghintay as si Rebo ang nahuli doon. Kailangan gawin ng Burmese Ghouls kasi masyado nila napabayaan si Kuya Rebo doon eh. Ang ganda na nga ng bawas ni Rebo doon sa top lane tower doon kasi yun nga nag-rotate si Ruby DD yung Harris para makatulong doon sa first turtle take. Pero Bren Esports still taking it easy. Hindi pa naman masyadong malaki yung gold lane dito ng Burmese Ghouls. So guys, easy lang. Kaya pa natin to. A circling eagle ginamit dito ng Few. It could be the first kill para sa Bren Esports. Isa para sa Bren. Few napitas ang jawhead ni Maybe.
Yun na yun eh. It's actually, yun talaga yung pauulit-ulitin na gagawin ng jawhead doon. Just to give vision to pahirapan dito si Carl TZ to get his buff. Meanwhile, on the top lane, this might be the first turret na mababasag dito for the side of the Burmese Ghoul. And so far here, Reptar, in terms of gold, 1,000 lead, given naman yan, sila yung unang nakakuha ng Lord. Pero sumasabay dito, in terms of rotation dito, yung mga tropa natin from Bren Esports. Pero ito kasi yan eh, hindi pwedeng ibigay natin lahat eh. Ang pinakamahalaga dito ngayon, Reptar, is that hindi maubos yung mga resources. Pero ito na, bakbakan na naman dito.
Isa ang malaking bakbakan, si Kate papasok dito, si Few nababawasan na, pero Bren Esports lumalaban pa. That's gonna be a kill for backshot. Flap TZ dun sa likod, si Rebo as well. Maybe yung target nila dito, Black Dragon form. Ito na si D. That's gonna be kill for Rebo. Dalawa ang nawala sa Burmese Ghouls, isa lang para sa Bren Esports. Flat TZ lumalaban pa, ginagamit ang shield unity para makatakas, pero andon na nga ang Burmese Ghouls. As Carl TZ and Bren Esports, pinofocus nila yung pagong. Sino makakuha dito? Sana makakuha ng Bren. Retribution secured by Carl TZ. The Fatal Links ang ginamit na nga ni Lusty dito ay si Carl TZ nakaka-free hit, pero masaya na dyan ang Bren Esports. Nakakuha sila ng isang turtle dito sa laro natin.
Oo, not only the turtle, Reptar, nakuha din nila doon si Ace. Medyo naging awkward yung position doon nila Flap TZ together with Rebo. Pero that's all, okay lang yun. Kahit napitas pa nga doon yung Basha. Kasi napatay nila doon si Ace. Meaning to say, medyo nakabawi tayo doon sa jungler ng Burmese Ghoul. And we've also taken down doon si Maybe. So ngayon, in terms of scaling, dikit na ngayon ang goal dito ng dalawang team. And so far, Burmese Ghoul, since they are the one talaga na aasahan mo on the early game, nasasabayan ng Bren Esports.
And si Rebo dito hindi makakatakas na huli siya ng Imperial Justice, pero okay lang, Bren Esports. Alam naman nila, parte lang yan naman ng laro. Kaya pa yan. Okay pa.
We got
okay
this.
Pa, we got this. And pinapakita naman ng Burmese Ghouls na respeto nila kay Bren kasi especially kay Rebo eh. Isa siya sa pwede mag-comeback dito para sa Bren Esports. Flap mahuhuli sa baba, nahuli din sa taas si Lusty. Pero, don't worry, Carl TZ, one half of the TZ brothers, buhay pa dito at nakaka-farm. And again, Kuya Rob, remind lang natin ng mga viewers natin, late game lineup tayo. Tingnan mo nga yung damage na nilalabas si Carl TZ. Huli! Si Ruby DD shutdown sa Harry.
Oo, pero hindi pa yata tapos yung bakbakan dito, Reptar, as the circling eagle dito ni Few going on to
Dragon
D.
ka pa.
Pero yung dragon na pop niya rito and mukhang hindi pa enough yung damage ng mga tropa natin sa as Carl TZ onto the back lane.
Ang nahuli dito, na-target siya ng Jawhead. That's gonna be a 2-for-1 trade. 1-for-1 trade so far, I think. Actually, no, walang trade na nangyari. Pero Bren Esports ang lalaban. Lusty ginamit yung second skill na huli doon si D. So 1-for-1 trade or 2-for-1. Napitas din si Few and napitas si Carl TZ. Favorable trade yun para sa Burmese Ghouls. Pero huwag kayong mag-alala kasi tignan nyo pa ang gold. Hindi pa masyado malaki yan. Nakakasabay ang Bren. Nakaka-farm dito si Carl TZ. Na wala na yung maliit na problema na Bren na masyado sila nag-overcommit sa rotation na nawawalan sila ng gold. Mataas pa yung gold ng Bren Esports actually for what happened. Tignan mo nga, si Ribo nagsisplit po siya top lane. Kahit makuha to ng Burmese Ghouls, I think this is still gonna be an okay situation para sa Bren Esports.
Oo, ang pinakamahalaga talaga dito, Reptar, is that yung in terms kay Carl TC, siya yung magkaroon ng libreng farm. Flap TC once again getting caught off here on the bottom lane. Pero in terms of map control, hindi dapat mapunta to lahat dito sa Burmese Ghoul. And Hit barely getting alive, pero si D susugod yata dito sa gitna, palag-palag ang Burmese Ghoul.
D with the Black Dragon form, Carl TZ, laki na bawa sa kanya, pero si D ang mag-fatal links. Few umiikot with the stun of the D, makakasurvive ba ata dito ang Yuzong. Good stun and good response para sa Burmese Ghouls, pero ang Bren Esports na si Few lang ang nawala. And still, Bren Esports still have a good... hindi naman masyadong malaki yung gold swing. Yung Torre, dalawa lang. Muntik na nga mabasag yung Torre sa gitna at sa baba. So still, Bren Esports kapit lang. And of course, kung matalo naman dito Bren Esports, nakita na natin, may game 1 download din Bren na yan
Yes.
Hindi yan mawawala yung game 1 download natin.
Oo. Pero ito, Reptar, meron winter transition na ngayon dito, si Ribo. So that's gonna add him na mas mabubuhay na siya during team fight. And mas marami na tayo makikita ngayon dito ng mga 5v5 situation na which in yun yung isa rin sa power spike ng Bren Esports. They have this Lusty on the Atlas with the fatal links. Nakita natin dito that the only one na may purify, it's gonna be Ruby DD. And for sure, once na makahuli tayo dito like 2 or 3 members coming from the Burmese Ghoul squad and a good blazing duet. Pero before pa natapos yon, ang nahuli doon is gonna be Lusty, pero mukhang papalag dito ang mga tropa natin sa Bren.
Bren Esports, nag-zone out lang. Tinitignan nila kung kaya nila lumaban doon. Pero in the top lane, since nag-push dito, si D, kailangan na mag-responde dito ang Bren Esports. And now, Ruby DD, nakakakuha lang siya ng Holy Crystal. So mataas na ang damage ng Hadith na to. Pero nakakasabay naman ng farm dito si Carl TZ. Burmese Ghouls, malaki na yung lead nila, pero Bren Esports buhay na buhay pa sa laban na to. Dahil nga dun sa winter transition na pinick up ni Ribo, Carl TZ nakaka-farm pa rin. Okay pa, kaya pa to, malapit pa ang laban na to.
Yes, kailangan lang talaga dito is just to hold on for the side of Bren Esports, find the right trade-off. Kailangan hindi sila naiisa-isa Katulad ng nangyari kanina kay Lusty, wherein na-ejector siya doon. But now,
the Imperial Justice ang ginamit dito, pero lumalaban ng Bren Esports sa shutdown para kay Carl TZ. Si Carl TZ buhay pa rin. Tingnan mo! The Wonder Kid! Hinahabol dito si Maybe. Mapipitas pa siya, pero tingnan mo naman yung disiplina dito ni Kuya Carl. Okay lang yan. Hindi na kailangan natin habulin. And Bren Esports with a good trade-off, 2-for-1. Akala ng Burmese Ghouls masusurpresa dito ang Pilipinas. Hindi. Bren Esports, kanina pa kami lumalaban dito. Sinabi ko nga kanina, mainit pa yung daliri dito ng Bren Esports. As yung unang lord ng laro natin, tingnan natin kung makakontest dito ang Burmese Ghouls. Ito na ang Dragon. Bren Esports, susubukan nila kunin yung lord. I-reset pa, pero si Maybe na-free hit. Ba't nakatayo ka lang doon? Free hit nga lang siya ni Carl TZ. And yung blazing duet ace. Double kill para kay Carl TZ. And I think, Kuya Rob, this is an easy lord for the TZ brothers.
Yes, totoong easy lord talaga yon. Medyo pilit yung naging clash doon ng Burmese Ghoul, and let alone sinubukan pa nga nila talagang steal doon sa Bren Esports yung Lord na yon. This might not be a Luminous Lord. Ang pinakamaganda dito, Reptar, itong Lord na to is makakapag-show off since the first 10 minutes of the game is lahat ng mga minions or rather yung mga torre natin is nababasag lahat isa-isa for the outer and even the inner turret. So ito, medyo regaining map control para sa side. Even look at the graph ngayon. Ngayon pa lang nakakabawi ang Bren Esports even on the gold. So itong swing na to, malaking bagay to, Reptar.
The Lord in the middle lane, mababasag yung segundong torre dito ng Burmese Ghouls. Bren Esports, malapit na sa third tower ng Burmese Ghouls sa gitna, and mukhang mapupush rin yung top lane. So yung map control, yung map presence, tignan mo yung gold swing, Kuya Rob. 3K na ang lead dito ng Bren Esports, lumalapit sa 4K, tapat na sila sa torre, and mukhang makakalamang pa nga ng isang torre dito ang Bren Esports. Burmese Ghouls, what you gonna do when Bren comes for you?
Yun, talaga yun, Reptar. As this bottom lane, ang lalaki pa ng mga creeps dito, Reptar.
Oh,
Look
si
at Flap Easy.
sila
Zoning
pumasok!
out.
Tignan mo yung dragon na yan! Ano gagawin ng dragon na yan? Sisid ka pa! Ano? Wala naman nagawa eh! Nag-dragon ka ba? Yung Bren Esports naman! Munti ka na nga nabasag yung tore nyo! Si Maybe papasok! Oh, asin mo naman! Asin mo naman, Maybe! Oh! Maybe! Pero sure kill yun para sa Bren Esports! Tignan mo nga, lumalaki na nga yung lead! And alter ego, go, go, go! Sinabi nga dito ni Flap TV, wala na nga yung alter ego dito sa M2, nadamay pa ni Flap.
I like to point out, no, that was a well-commended na guiding wind. Munti ka na mamatay doon si Lusty, but given the guiding wind dito ni Few, nakatakas pa doon si Lusty with the Atlas. And now, it's about yung winning condition of Burmese Ghoul onto the early game. Medyo unti-unting nawawala. They could potentially get a pick-off here, 1 or 2. Nakuha nga nila doon yung buhay ni Flap TC. But it's all good, Reptar. Why? Look at the gold swing. It's almost 5,000. The map control is all about Bren Esports. And Carl TC getting the farm that he needs.
Tignan mo yung damage. Oh, ito na si D. Papasok pa yung hipon ng Burmese Ghouls. Pero saan lilipad yan? At Bren Esports, tignan mo na yung damage. Nakaka-free dito si Carl TC. Si Kid, bata, balik ka muna. That's gonna be the winter transition committed by Ripo. D is gonna be next, and Bren Esports Pilipinas lumalaban dito sa game number 1 as dalawa ang nawala. And yun nga sinasabi natin, Kuya Rob, ang late game dito ng Bren. Meron tayong Carl, pero meron din tayong Ribo na yung epekto na yun dun sa team fight na yun, ang galing din ni Kuya Ribo dito.
Oo, that awkward team fight nung doon sa may first Lord, nagresulta lahat dito in favor of Bren Esports. That swing, look at that, no? Masasabi kasi natin dito during the meta na to, regardless na medyo nakalamang lang na 3,000 or 5,000 lead yung kalaban mo, pero during the late game, once you get a shutdown, especially ang nakakakuha niyan is your jungler, ang laki agad ng mababawi niya. Look at the itemization ngayon dito ni Carl TC. Already has his DHS, nag-itemize na rin siya ng Athena Shield kasi alam niya, yun lang din yung nagbibigay, or yun lang din yung masakit na damage dito for the side of Burmese Ghoul. Hindi na nga masyado siyang namomblema rito kay Ace. It's all about Ruby, Didi, and as well with Kid, yung talagang masakit na na damage from Burmese Ghoul. That magic damage was already been negated somehow here by the Athena Shield ni Carl TC.
And now, Burmese Ghouls, nakita natin yung yung mahirap dun sa lineup nila na wala silang, other than the Jawhead, and maybe the Sylvana, wala silang masyadong pang-lockdown sa mga malikot na heroes dito ng Bren Esports. Meron tayong Matilda, meron tayong Alice, meron tayong Claude. As Bren Esports lumalapit dito mo kami bakbakan, si Flat Easy ang mahuhuli. Si D nasa zone out, pero ito na yung Bren. Walang takot. D naka-Black Dragon form, pero tignan mo naman yung damage na lumalabas sa Bren Esports. Mountain Shocker ginamit dito ng Burmese Ghouls as Bren Esports lumalaban pa rin. There goes the Fatal Links na ginamit na. Maybe could be up next. Mega kill para kay Ripo. Mega kill para kay Carl TC. At tatlo ang nawala sa Burmese Ghouls. At malaki na nga ang lead dito ng Bren Esports sa game number 1, Kuya Rob.
That was a perfect team fight coming from Bren Esports. Nagsimula yun, of course, inunahan ng Dragon yung Only. Pero kasi ang ginawa dito ng Bren Esports is that pinocus nila yung Dragon while it's on Black Dragon form. Then, number 2, hinayaan nila si Flap TC doon sa harap to soak up the damage na manggagaling from the damage dealer here ng Burmese Ghoul. And from there, si Ribo just right on Q, nag-winter truncheon siya while nakabukas yung kanyang, flowing blood in, then curse of blood, and lahat-lahat na in terms of the AOE, natunaw yung mga members dito ng Burmese Ghoul. And I may say, lagi ko tong sinasabi that dito na, itong Lord na to, posible might actually be na nail on the coffin dito ng mga tropa natin from Myanmar.
1-0 nyo na yan, Bren Esports. Ang ganda ng lead nyo. Hindi na hinto ng Burmese Ghouls dito si Carl TZ and Mr. Most Decorated sa buong mundo, si Ribo. Ang ganda ng galaw niya dito sa Grand Finals natin. Nakita talaga natin yung yung experience dito ni Ribo. Yung yung ilang taon na siya naglalaro ng Mobile Legends, yung mga ginagawa niya parang experience mo lang yan makukuha Hindi yan talent Yun yung skill talaga na after years of playing so much Mobile Legends yung na-perform dito ni Kuya Ribo.
It's really waving Reptar as the tower here on the top lane dito ng Burmese Ghoul ay mababasag na. Pero si Flap TZ will be zoning out the members here ng Burmese Ghoul.
Bren Esports, disiplina lang. Focus lang yung mga tore dito. Going for the jungle control as well. Tingnan mo nga, hindi sila makadepensa ng mga tore. Isang Tore na lang ang nakatayo dito para sa Burmese Ghouls. As Bren Esports, ang daming nawala naman dyan, Burmese Ghouls.
Alam mo, ang nagiging problema ngayon dito ng Burmese Ghoul is yung hero ni Ace. Yes, YSS is strong on its own, pero kung hindi ka naman makadikit, hindi mo naman ma-maximize yung passive mo to be able to deal so much critical. Kung baga puro long range ka lang kasi walang humaharap para dito sa side ng Burmese Ghoul. Itong si Maybe, baka, pero hindi nga niya kaya. Pero dahil merong dalawang tangke dito ang Bren Esports, nagiging imposible para dito kay Ace na dumamage para mag-provide ng enough dito sa side ng Burmese Ghoul. Kaya ang ginawa dito ng Bren Esports, sobrang talino na ginawa nila. Parang nag-itemize sila para lang dito kay Ruby Didi, para lang dito kay Kid. Kasi dito si Ace, siya yung dating gumagawa ng plays, pero wala ngayon yun.
Yeah, na sobrang nahirapan dito yung Isan Chin, hindi natin masyado nararamdaman. Although may effect naman siya sa laban, it's just that the burst damage again, at saka yung control na nilalabas dito ng Bren Esports na overwhelm ang Burmese Ghouls. And yung masasabi ko lang matibay yun naman yung mga Bren Esports natin, yung mga boys natin dyan Kasi meron tayo Matilda na yung mga tore natin, alam mo gawa ng ng mga tore. Anong semento ginamit yan?
Hindi ko masabi, pero kung may semento man na hindi bastang natitibag, yun.
Reptar. Yung gliding eagle cement ni Matilda.
Gliding cement.
Gliding eagle cement.
Gliding cement. Pero kasi, I mean, ano ba ang pambansang ibon ng Pilipinas?
Yung agila.
Agila.
The Philippine Eagle.
The Philippine Eagle ngayon ay hawak ng idol ng mga kids, of course, si Fiu. So, kung mapapansin mo nga yung hindi nga takot pumasok tong Matilda na to even on the team fights Ganon ka-confident ngayon dito yung mga tropa natin from Bren Esports. Yung lamang dito, just 6,000 lead. Pero ngayon, mapapansin mo, Burmese Ghoul, hindi nga sila makapag-face check dahil alam nila na pwede silang ma-pick off dito. It was Lusty all over again.
Double fatal link na nilabas dito ni Lusty. Here comes the blazing the wet as well. Gliding whip para kay Carteasy. Hinabot siya dito ni Maybe. That's gonna be kill for few. Ang daming skills na binabato pero si Ruby Didi ang matitimba dito. Tingnan mo naman si Maybe. Pops si Immortality. Nahuli si Ruby Didi. Ang dalawa na lang ang nawala doon sa Burmese Ghouls pero tatlo. Tingnan mo naman yung health nila. Tingnan mo naman yung base ng Burmese Ghouls. At tingnan mo naman ang Bren Esports na shoutout si Carteasy pero meron naman tayong Flap Teasy. Si Ace binato ata doon and Maybe is gonna try to defend that last turret. Wala na kayong tore. Wala na kayong laban dito sa Bren Esports. Isulat nyo na to. This is gonna be a game. Susubukan na nila tapusin si Ace at Maybe na lang tumidefensa pero tingnan mo naman dito si Ribo. Tingnan mo naman si Maybe na wala. Si Ace na lang ang naiwan at game number 1 ay mapupunta sa Pilipinas. Tingnan mo flex si Ribo. Hindi yun stress pre. Flex lang.
Oh my, Reptar, I may say, whenever Bren Esports, I don't wanna jinx it. Pero
Wag natin i-jinx.
Pag ang Bren Esports, they got their groove, nagtutuloy-tuloy. But this is a very good start para sa ating kupunan dito sa team ng Pilipinas.
Tignan mo naman ang recovery ng Bren Esports. Napano naman tayo nagulat na naman tayo It's like, guys, ano nangyari sa Bren Esports sa early game? Medyo tayo ng